bit more, and you can kind of reel the corners, maybe. What the? There's only so much you can do about this until you hit the bump wrong and your bike just plants into the ground. What's going on, guys? We're bringing you some more MX vs. ATV Legends today, and a little birdie in the comment section has tipped me off on what feels like a very, very broken bike setup the way the game currently is, since I'm typically towards the back of the pack in this game, since I can't run with, like, the people that are just stupid fast in this, typically. But with this little bike setup, now I'm suddenly, in the online races at least, I'm suddenly finishing several positions ahead of where I otherwise would have. We'll do a couple of races, we'll do at least one race, and then we'll take a look at the bike setup after we, if you're familiar with my channel, if you see me win the race or do better in this, you see me not in the back of the pack. Maybe that's a hint, or maybe there's something to this. We're using a 252 stroke for it, and you may be able to figure out what's going on there based on not correcting for that scrub so well. We'll get into the race here in a minute, and we'll let you guys see what you think. See if we can start the wave at the start of the race. Looks like we're not getting the wave started here, unfortunately. We'll wait out the longest gate drop timer of all time. Say if we blow the motor waiting on the gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brake early for the corner. We'll see if we can, I got bounced off of somebody, but it's okay, the clutch boost saved me. Alright. Oh no, tough blocks. That's okay, I think the preload saved me over that. There we go. There we go, now we're getting some lines in. Good run through that rhythm section, and I did not be on the brakes early enough for that corner. So we're making mistakes, but maybe there's I don't know if you guys can tell the way the bike's riding, but at least playing the game, it definitely is faster than I've ever gone in Legends before. Yeah, it seems, it takes a lot of getting used to, but the initial feeling I've got from this bike setup is, it seems to be very fast, and if you're better at the game than me, you'll probably be a lot faster than I am, since I'm still definitely not great at the game, but it's making me go a lot faster, and I've got no idea what the really fast guys are running, but I would be curious if it's somehow related to this, because this does feels a lot crazier than the game maybe has in the past. I probably should have taken that wider so we could have actually cleared the jump. But, like, it kind of, maybe I'm sticking to the corner a little bit more, and you can kind of reel the corners, maybe. What the? There's only so much you can do about this until you hit the bump wrong and your bike just plants into the ground and just decides, alright, we're sticking here, bye. Bike stuck in the ground, you go flying past it, so... Unfortunately, I don't think there's a bike setup that can really get you past the occasional bugs like that, where you just, you stick. You stick your landing too well, and the game just doesn't decide to let you progress forward anymore. Let's see if we can get a clean run through this section. Let off the gas a little bit too much to see how the lap times compare. I can't correct that. Yeah, we'll do one more race, maybe, and we'll see, but this bike setup feels faster to me. We'll check out the setup in a minute once we see some lap times. Alright, so we'll take a look at what this setup actually is. For starters, we're going to need to go to settings and controls. There you go, single stick. That's where this setup actually starts, is using the single stick. Steering in this, engine acceleration, full acceleration, shift speed, full rigid on the chassis, soft 2 suspension, sticky 3 tires, and hard brakes. That on a 252 stroke with single stick driving seems to, I guess, make the bike stick to the ground a little bit more and kind of... I don't know, you guys will have to let me know if you take this setup, you guys mess with it on your own, since obviously there are people we're going backwards, aren't we? No, we're not. There are people way better at this game than me that are going to be able to probably have better opinions on this, but if you haven't tried this yet, I think it might at least be worth looking at, since aside from the weird glitches that sometimes happen, it seems to have made me go at least a little bit faster. It's very different learning. I've also only been playing Reflex for the last week, so coming back to this game's kind of rough. But for me at least, it feels like it's definitely... I don't think it's as fun of a way to play the game, because if you notice, like, when I get in the air, if you scrub a jump, you kind of can't correct it as well, because you can't just lean the bike, you have to point the bike and lean at the same time in the air. So it's kind of hard to fix stuff like that. So I kind of just have to straight jump everything, and you can't scrub, and scrubbing is broken in this game right now. But this does seem to, at least for me, it feels like it's a faster setup on single stick than twin sticking it has been. So let me know what you guys think. We'll do another race. If you got the game, try it out. Let me know, see if I'm going crazy or not. Somebody mentioned this in my comments, and at least to me, it feels like it might be a little fast 5. And I screwed that up pretty badly. It's okay, I think everybody else did too. We'll see if we can place better this time with our newfound bike setup. It feels faster to me, it feels like I'm faster than I usually am, so I'd be curious if anybody there are plenty of people who are way better at the game than I am. I'd be curious if anybody who's better at this than me tries the setup, let me know what you think. Because it seems like that's, maybe there's something to this, maybe there's not, I don't know, but it feels like the corners and everything go a little bit faster now. And there's definitely something about when you preload now, you're double preloading all the time, it seems, so you can jump a lot further. Maybe hit some new lines. Yeah, we're struggle busting this race out now. This is a tough track, and I haven't played this game in too long. Start doing some tricks, I guess. But hopefully, maybe this is interesting. I just wanted to make the video to see if anybody else tries the setup and what everybody else thinks. See if there's method to the madness, or if I'm just going crazy. I know I'm obviously crashing everywhere, but the goods of this feel like they're faster than they've ever been before. We'll try and get one good lap through here. I couldn't quite get the quad, but we rolled out of it somehow. That's what, like, when you get sideways in the air like that, there's no way to really correct it on single stick, which is, I guess, the big downside of this, is you have to kind of just straight air everything. So if you're sideways like that, you end up pointing the bike the wrong direction while you try and correct it for it. Alright. Come on, game. Brig. Alright, here we go. Try and get maybe one good lap as we get bucked off the finish line, so we'll see what we can do here. One competitive lap time, maybe. So you get slightly crooked in the air like that in the single stick mode, and there's not really anything you can seem to do about it, which is the big downside of it. But at least in the corners, it feels like it's a little bit easier to get the berms, maybe. Whoops are definitely slightly more of a challenge. I don't know what the good way through this section is. I don't know if it's faster to try and jump or just hit that all like their big whoops. I always try and quad that, but it never works. I need to give up on trying to quad stuff, because that just screwed... I think until we screwed up the quad there, I thought we had a good lap going. But hopefully you guys maybe found this interesting. Please let me know what you guys think of the bike setup if you mess with it yourself. Hopefully you enjoyed some more Legends content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.